Hey everyone, Lacey Elliott here and welcome to my channel. I've got a super important message for all Canadian content creators, especially those of you here on YouTube. I am blown away by how many of you have no idea that the Canadian government is proposing a new bill that could have some possible catastrophic effects on your channel. So please stay tuned. Canadian content creators and YouTubers, I'm begging, I need you to please listen and share this video. The Canadian government is proposing a new bill that could have some pretty negative effects on your channel. Whether you're just getting started, you're small like me, or you have over 100,000 subscribers, this new bill will have an effect on you if it gets passed. You won't be able to avoid it. I'm going to be very careful today not to share too much of my personal opinions on this bill. It kind of seems obvious already, but my main goal today is just to give you some information so that you can go and do your own research and decide for yourself how you feel about this new Canadian bill. Bill C11 is also called the Online Streaming Act. Now, it seeks to give the Canadian government power over the internet. The CRTC with this new bill would be given a huge regulatory scope, with it seems like with very little limitation. Now, the government is seeking to move oversight of the internet under the CRTC. So basically it sounds like the same way it would regulate cable television and radio, choosing to prioritize Canadian content. Now, a big issue that I see for small creators, especially if you're like me and you're have under 100,000 subscribers, suddenly we're going to be subjected to a plethora of new rules and regulations that we're going to be ill-equipped to understand or unable to finance and properly engage with the possible new legislation. In a nutshell, you're going to see a lot more hurdles to actually be seen online. Now, it sounds like Bill C11 is going to cause Canadian creators to lose foreign revenue because, again, the government is going to be force-feeding and promoting Canadian content. So what's so bad about that? If you haven't already spent time looking at your analytics, I encourage you to do so, because for me personally, more than 70% of my views are coming from outside of Canada. And if you have a look at your channel, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in the same boat. So you're saying, well, what's the big deal if they want to try to promote Canadian content? If you're someone like me, who especially the last couple of years has been choosing to watch things like Netflix or YouTube instead of cable television and radio, BC11 would make these platforms, including TikTok, force feed Canadian content, which this type of content isn't the content that people usually choose to watch. This means instead of the rather curated content that matches people's preferences. So what this means, if people don't choose to watch the Canadian content that they've been offered, it's going to suggest that the videos aren't popular. And if it's not popular, we'll see less promotion around the rest of the world. Now, if you didn't already understand this, YouTube's algorithm, which does apply around the globe, detects whether a video has been watched, whether it's been ignored or turned off partway. It tells the analytics whether it gets a thumbs up or is disliked. And this influences how that content is promoted, not just here in Canada, but across its borders and around the globe. So videos that few people tend to watch are harder to find. They're not going to be seen. So if people don't select the Canadian content they've been offered, or if they indicate they don't like it, or they skip ahead and choose to another video, it tells the algorithm that this content wasn't chosen. It's not liked. So this means it'll be automatically downgraded when being shared around the rest of the world. See what I'm saying now? The major issue I have with this bill is that the language is just really unclear. In fact, Jeanette Patel, who is the head of government affairs and public policy for YouTube Canada, says, Clearer definitions and more precise language are needed to ensure that the bill doesn't unintentionally scope in digital creators and negatively impact the thousands of Canadian creators on YouTube and the millions of Canadians who use YouTube every day. If they're finding it confusing, then of course creators like myself and like you are probably going to find it hard to understand. Now, it's probably obvious that I'm personally against this bill, but I really do hope that my opinions do not stop you from at least going and doing some research of your own. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Because no matter what you think of this bill, no matter whether you agree with it or not, Bill C11 is going to have an impact on Canadian content. And if this is your passion, your career, or just a side hustle, you need to have an understanding of the possible outcome if Bill C11 gets passed here in Canada so that maybe you can do something. If you are like me and you don't agree with Bill C11, the simplest and most easiest thing you can do right now is to go to Digital First Canada and just sign the petition. The link is below in the description. And the other thing you can do is like this video, watch it to the end, and share the shit out of it with other Canadian content creators. Easy, right? I'd love to know your thoughts on this bill. If you agree with me, I'd love to hear more of your contents. And if you disagree with me, if you are a Canadian creator and you think Bill C11 is a good thing, then let me know. I'm definitely open to a conversation and maybe I missed something. Just want to end this video saying to you, I urge you to stand up for your art and your livelihood and just take action. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to say it again. Share this video, like this video, watch this video, because it is imperative that Canadian creators around the country have an understanding of the possibility that this bill might have on their channels. And if you like this content, of course, hit that subscribe button, leave me some comments, and I will be back next Monday. Thank you guys for watching.